So in this session we will try to understand how to write a for loop, and we will also try to understand how the for loop is being executed. First I will show you the syntax required for declaring a for loop in JavaScript. Remember, if you want to declare a for loop in JavaScript, you will be writing for parenthesis and some variable name is equals to something, or maybe first I will write the generic statement only. So in the for loop parenthesis you will be writing initialization statement, and after that conditional statement. Usually after execution of the conditional statement, either it has to give true or false. Basically this conditional statement must give you a boolean value, and immediately after this semicolon, maybe incrementation or decrementation statement. Next open curly bracket, end curly bracket. Inside this parenthesis you can write JavaScript code. This is the usual syntax required for declaring for loop. Okay, so initialization statement means you will be assigning some data into a variable. For example, let us say I have written a for loop somewhere in your JavaScript, or for example somewhere in our JavaScript I have written a for loop inside the method body. Let us say I have written something like this: I is equals to 0. Remember, maybe if you are aware of a C# language or Java language, maybe other programming language, we will be writing int I is equals something. But here there is no question of using normal data types. You can directly use variable with or without var keyword. I have directly written variable, assigned some data. Remember, depending on your requirement you can assign any value, not only 0, and after that semicolon, and let us say I have written I less than or equal to 10. So what is this? This is actually conditional statement. Okay, next let us say I have written I plus plus, open curly bracket and then end curly bracket. I will try to explain how this program is being executed. First you remember this statement is called as initialization statement, second one is conditional statement, and third one is incrementation or decrementation statement. Now I will try to explain how this code is being executed. Remember, once this I is equals to 0 is executed, I value 0 will be stored inside the memory, and current I value is 0, 0 less than or equal to 10. First this one will be executed, I value will be assigned to 0, and next this conditional statement will be executed. So what is the current I value? 0, 0 less than or equal to 10. True or false? Obviously true. So whenever this expression is becoming true, execution will come into the for loop body. Body will be executed. After execution of the body, this statement will be executed. Okay, so this is third one. Okay, so excluding body, if you want you can include the body also. You don't bother about the body. Okay, so after execution of this one, in case if this condition is giving true, execution will go into the body. After execution of the body, execution will come into incrementation or decrementation. Now what is the meaning of I plus plus? Remember, I plus plus technically means that I is equals to I plus 1. Okay, so I believe you understood the point. So it means that I value has to be incremented. Because of I plus plus, I value must be incremented by 1. So 0 will be changed to 1. Again the execution will come to this place, I less than or equal to 10. So 1 less than or equal to 10 will be evaluated to true. Obviously once this statement is giving true, again execution will come into the for loop body, right? Once the for loop body execution is completed, again execution will go to I plus plus, right? So maybe the sequence is fifth sequence. So I plus plus means I is equals to I plus 1. What is the current value of I? 1. 1 plus 1 will become 2. 2 will be stored into I. I will be changed to 2. Again execution will come into this conditional statement. So I less than or equal to 2. Sorry, I less than or equal to 10 means 2 less than or equal to 10. Obviously this is true. So since it is becoming true, again execution will come into the for loop body. So on so forth. So 2 will be changed to 3. 3 will be changed to 4. 4 will be changed to 5. So on so forth. 5 to 6. 6 will be changed to 7. 7 will be changed to 8. 8 is changed to 9, 9 is changed to 10, right? So repeatedly this code will be executed. Okay, so whenever the I value will become 10, so this code will be executed. 10 less than or equal to 10, true or false? True. Now the execution will come into the body. So current I value is 10. Again execution will go to I plus plus, 10 will be changed to 11. Now the execution will come over here. So when I is 11, 11 less than or equal to 10 will be executed, which will be false. So when I is 11, this expression will give you false. Whenever this expression gives false, then the execution of the loop body will be stopped. It won't be executed any more time. I believe you understood. This is how the for loop will be executed. I believe you understood.